Chapter 14 Fights. This chapter makes The Lion King 2, The Little Mermaid, and The Hunchback of Notre Dame 2. Basically a whole bunch of Disney-inspired stuff. Hence, Disney Fanatic 2364. Discord paced around Screwball's bedroom, trying to control his frustration. His daughter sat on the bed, glaring down at her host, while Fluttershy stood a safe distance away from them both.
I'm a responsible father, Discord grunted. I let you be reality. I let you stay up late. I let you eat dessert before dinner. I never ask for much. Yet the one rule I make, the one that I tell you not to do, you go out and break.
Daddy, you don't understand, Screwball asked her to say.
Did you know who that stallion was? Did you?
She hung her head. Yes.
He crossed his arms. How long have you been seeing that boy?
Screwball looked away.
Haven't I tried to tell you? Changelings are dangerous. You can't trust him, especially that one.
You don't even know him, his daughter spat.
Yeah? Well, like mother, like son. All changelings are the same. Heartless, cold, hideous monsters.
You're one to talk.
What?
Screwball covered her mouth with Fluttershy gasped in horror. Disco narrowed his eyes at his daughter.
Oh, he growled. Oh, so that's the way you're gonna play it, Missy? Yes, I'm hideous, but at least I have a heart. Changelings aren't capable of any.
Daddy, I love him. The only sound that could be heard was another kiss from Fluttershy. Disco's eyes grew to the size of frying pans.
No, he uttered. Have you lost your senses? He's a changeling.
I don't care, Screwball was defiantly.
Can't you say he's bewitched you? Can't you say he's feeding off your emotions? He's only using you. A creature like that cannot love.
The young man could not take anymore and hopped out of bed. You're such a hypocrite. She raced toward the door.
I'm not finished with you, young lady,
Discord bellowed. Well, I'm finished. As she threw the door open with her magic, she heard some shouts. Behind the door were the Tri-Bites and Prism. Screwball and Red ran stopping down the hall.
Screwball, Fluttershy, Draconicross! Discord shouted. You got back here this instant.
Discord, Fluttershy sternly, laying her hoof on his shoulder. I think you might have been too hard on her.
Too hard on her?
Draconicross repeated.
She deliberately disobeyed me. On top of that, she used her magic against me and called me a heartless monster. A hypocritical one at that.
But Discord, don't you see?
Don't I see what?
This is precisely how Owlshoe will now fall in love with you. The Draconicross grew silent. He tried to find a proper response, but he found none. Our daughter's right, Fluttershy declared. You are a hypocrite. You forbid Screw from falling in love with a changeling, and the world forbade me from falling in love with you.
That was different, Discord insisted. I loved you back. Changelings are incapable of love. They think they care for you, but once they're hungry, satisfied, they stab you in the back.
Honey, I know you're probably too upset to discuss this, but exactly what happened between you and Chrysalis that made you enemies? He sighed.
It was a long time ago, when I was just a kid alone in the wild. I met Chrysalis when she was just a princess. Even at the age, she was devious. She did not seem to mind my parents, and she said she was my friend. I told her I was looking for a home, and she told me off to the where a creature of all kinds are accepted.
Equestria? Fluttershy guessed.
You got it. Well, she was clearly wrong, but that's not what ticked me off. Years later, when I took over Equestria, Julie grown for Crystal and her changelings took advantage of my disorder and fed off the ponies.
He looked at his wife sincerely.
She used me. She sent me to Equestria, knowing the ponies would reject me and make me so mad that I would take off so she would have to do it herself.
Are you sure this happened?
Oh, I'm sure. She was the least bit homogeneous by learning to get gloat about it.
He groaned, collapsed in the bed.
I wish Screwball would just realize I don't want her to get hurt. I don't want her to face the same.
Shh, Fluttershy whispered, stroking his head. What happened with Chrysalis is all in the past now. Maybe her son is different.
How could you possibly know that?
Discord huffed. I don't. But 17 years ago, I met someone whom everyone thought was a monster. I thought he was a monster too, till I got to know him better. A year later, I married him, and I've been happy ever since.
But those changelings, they're evil.
You were evil too, weren't you?
Yes, but...
And you changed, didn't you?
I did, but...
Well, what made you change? He looked up at her. After all these years, she was still the most beautiful he had ever seen. Of course, he had cast an eternal youth spell on her not long after the wedding, so she did not look any different. You, Fluttershy smiled, because you fell in love with me. He sat up.
It was more than that. You were my everything. My life is complete without you in it. He reached out across her cheek. I would give up my power for you.
Then don't you think Prince Mothball could feel the same about Screwball?
He stiffened. He sighed heavily. Maybe you're right, but you can't be too careful. I suppose I should go talk to her.
Flusher shook her head. Give her a moment to calm down. Screwball did not know where else to go. She instantly teleported to her sanctuary. Her first instinct was to stop into her hooves. Why could her father not understand? He was always supportive of everything else she did. Even though she knew he would never let her see Mothball, it had never seemed to matter until now. Now that he figured out her secret, he was going to make sure she never left his side again. It would only be a matter of minutes before he found her. I thought you'd be here. Sooner than I thought. Go away! She shouted. Huh? School did double taking realized it was not her dad's voice. She turned around to see Mothball. She quickly cast a spell to fix her hair and makeup. Sorry, she apologized. I thought you were my dad. What are you doing here? He took a step forward. I came to see if you're okay. Yeah, I'm fine. It's just, they're not going to a fight. Oh, I guess that's my fault. No, I was the one who told you to change to yourself. I'm also the one who threw my dad into a tree. You know I've never used magic on him before? We've always been so close and never fought. She sighed. Guess it was bound to happen at some point. She hung her head and was silent for a while. Mother cautiously approached and sat down beside her. So how have things been? You know, other than trouble with the parents. Screwball sniffed. Okay, I guess. She smiled a bit. I have a baby brother now. Junior raised his eyebrows. A brother? Yeah, his name is Zenny. He's the cutest baby you'll ever see. Does he, do the things you do? Can he do magic? She nodded. Though he has trouble controlling it, I can't wait until he's older. That way we can play catch together and I can show him my wicked curveball. How old is he now? 5 months. What about your friends? How are they doing? Yankee seems to got together to dance. So did Thunder and Everblossom. I think she scooped closer to him. A lot of points got at the cards tonight too. She touched his with hers. Tell me about well, she did not need the same thing. Multiple could feel her emotion. Things were going according to plan. All I had to do was pretend to return her affections and bring more information out of her. It was what his mother would want, but it was not what he wanted. He pulled her hoof away. Robo, you can't. You can't have things for Jingling. You can't love someone that has no heart to love you back with. Scribble looked at him seriously. Why do you not see what I see? See what? This. She took his hoof again and this time placed over his chest. Feel that? Something inside his chest was pumping rapidly. That's a heartbeat, Scribble stated. Moth was staring in disbelief and shook his head. That's impossible, he murmured. I'm not supposed to have a heart. I miss like what your father says. Cold, unfeeling. If you're so cold and unfeeling, then why haven't you stuck your dryad? Because he could not think of a reason, for there were too many candidates. Because I don't want to hurt you. Because I'm supposed to keep you alive. Because I think you're really pretty. He chose the safest one. You're the only friend I've ever had. As she smiled, Malfoy could have sworn he heard music. He figured it was his imagination to fireflies surround them in a heart-shaped pattern. Scribble her blue eyes innocently. Sorry, she said. When I get emotional, I get a little carried away. Exactly who is the seducer here? Once again, he found himself lost in those hypnotic swirls. He did not know if it was her magic or if her eyes truly sparkled. He almost did not realize she was leaning in, until her lips were inches away from his. He wished himself away and the spell was broken. Did you not hear my warning? He snapped. Screwball shouted. I don't care. You should. Do you think I would be able to live myself if I heard? He paused, struck at the words falling from his mouth. Screwball was equally surprised, not by his words, but by his frightened tone. Moth would say he should get out of here before he gave the wrong idea, so he could sort out the strange thumping inside him. You should go home, he said quickly. Screwball blinked. What? Your father's probably worried sick about you. She sighed. I guess you're right. We have no trouble as it is. Unless you can. Michael looked away. I don't want to get your hopes up. But, for your own safety, Screwy, I think it's best you stay away. It pained to see it even more than it had the first time he had left. This time, it was for real, and Screwball knew he was not lying. He heard her sniffing his sister urged to look at her, knowing those beautiful eyes were filling with tears. "Goodbye," he muttered. Long took up before he could change his mind. Score's ears drooped as she began crying for the second time that evening. She did not want to go back to Canterlot, but she felt she had no choice. Her parents would flee if she did not return soon. "Any sign of her?" Flash asked her friends. Avatar shook her head. "We've looked everywhere." Disco was growing nervous.
You don't think she run away, do you?
When Screwball mentioned last far from him, he breathed a sigh of relief.
Oh, thanks, Celestia.
"Where have you been, young lady?" Flash demanded, crossing her hoofs. "I was just getting some air," Screwball mumbled, not making eye contact with any pony.
"Scurry, I want to talk about,"
her father started to say. She turned his back to him. "I don't want to talk now. I just want to go to bed." Disco scowled.
How dare you turn your back on me?
"You come back here, or I'll..." "Let her go, honey," Fletcher said, taking his paw on her hoofs. "It's been a long night. She needs some rest." "We could all use some rest," Twilight declared. The others agreed and departed for the bedrooms, all except Rarity. She tapped the yellow pass on the shoulder. "Flasheye, may I speak with you?" Fletcher looked to her husband. After the family dispute, Disco needed her, especially now. But Rarity's expression was desperate. "This will only take a moment, dear." The Jaconquas nodded solemnly and left the two mares alone. "How do you make it work?" Rarity asked suddenly. Fletcher's eyes widened. "What do you mean?" "Your marriage. It can't be easy. I mean, don't you two ever fight?" "But of course. Married couples get into fights all the time." "Then how are you still together?" "The thing with fights is that we argue about what's bothering us, and after the fight, we try to fix it. If we never talk about our problems with each other, how will we want to know what's troubling the other?" "But," Rarity stammered, "don't most marriages end because of a fight?" Fletcher shook his head. "Fights are normal. Of course, I wouldn't know, but I think marriage break up due to a lack of a fight. Fancy Pants have never fought. Until..." The ink trailed off, which caught Fletcher's attention. "Until what?" "Rarity, you can tell me anything. Whatever it is, I won't talk about it with anyone. Cross my heart and hope to fly, stick a cupcake in my eye." Rarity sniffed, smiled a little, and took a deep breath. "I caught Fancy Pants with another mare," Flashlight gasped. "What? When?" The whole story came pouring out. "A few days before Screwball and Thing's birthday, Fancy Pants told me he was going out to lunch with a friend. Then while I was shopping, Apricot said she saw him at the arcade with his old mare friend, Fleur de Lis. I tried telling him it was only a casual meal, but I was curious and asked Apricot to lead me to them. We got there, her feather hairs were all over him, and public nonetheless. Humiliated and hurt, I rushed home, packed my things, left Fancy Pants a note, big jumps off from piano lessons, and hopped off to the next train to Ponyville." A tear sprung to Rarity's eyes. The peg stood speechless. She tried to process Fancy Pants ever doing such a thing. He was always such identical to all of them. "Maybe it isn't what you think," Fletcher suggested. "And what if it is?" Rarity snapped. "Did you even talk to Fancy Pants about this?" "Well, No. I was so upset. I couldn't talk to him. I even told Jimson about it." "Then how do you know that's what happened?" The unicorn said nothing. "Look, I won't say anything, but you should not leave something like this unsaid, especially to Fancy Pants. If you don't discuss this matter with him, it will never be resolved." Rarity looked her friend in the eye. "You're right. I shouldn't hold my anger in. I must be with Fancy Pants. I suppose it means I should throw those divorce papers away." Flashlight grinned. "That's good, Rarity. But I need to sleep on it. Thank you, Fluttershy. You really are the best friend a pony could ever have." Twilight did not mean to eavesdrop. She had returned to ask Flash about the changeling when she overheard the conversation with Rarity. Got the unicorn thinking about her situation with Flash. They never really talked about what happened 5 years ago, but it was time they did. She was also thinking about what had occurred with Screwball and the changeling, whom Discord had claimed was Queen Crystal's heir. Screwball turned against her father to defend the boy. Twilight wanted to know why. When Mopswell arrived at the hive, his mother was waiting. "What did you find out about the Halfling?" she asked. The prince turned away from her. "I don't want to pause anymore, Mother." Queen Crystal narrowed her eyes. "What did you say?" "I said I don't want to pause this anymore." The other changeling grated her teeth. "Are you disagreeing with me?" Mopswell faced her defiantly. "Maybe I am. What are you going to do about it?" Fierce, her home glow green as she blasted her beam at him, sticking him to the wall. "No one defies me," Crystal bellowed, staring towards him, "especially my own son. Now tell me what you know." Mother was scared of his wits. He had never stood his mother before, nor had she ever used force on him. Nevertheless, he kept his courage. "I don't care what you do to me. Why can't you just leave that family alone?" Crystal growled. "I should know you'd be too weak for the task." She smirked. And I know precisely what makes you weak. That halfling, she's something of fire to you, is she not?
Multiple frozen fear, causing Crystal to grin in triumph.
I say she is. If I cannot get information from you, I could always go to the source.
No, he protested. You can't. Please, don't hurt her.
You don't want her hurt? The queen chuckled.
Then tell me what I need to know. Dun dun dun!